Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV, just going to be casting a replay. I heard this game was pretty sick. We have TSL.Killer spawning as the red Protoss on the bottom right position of Shakuras Plateau. And over in the bottom left, I have no clue who this guy is. If you know, you can let me know in the comments. It is a blue Terran player. He is Korean. He is very good, but I have no clue who he is. So, well, I don't know if he's very good or not. I just look at these games in SC2 gears before I do them. Try to find what looks like will be a close game. You can see him doing some great mineral pairing up right away as these two SCVs on this one, and it looks like it is rallied to this, so he's gonna, oh wait, he's changing up the path, and oh, look how that lines up so beautifully. Killer is a I'm not Killer. That Terran player is a master at mineral pairing, and Killer over here, oh well, he's not really doing anything. He's just kind of splitting them out evenly, not doing any mineral pairing whatsoever. Has a pylon up, gonna be going for, let's see, a 12 or a 13 gate. We'll find out momentarily. Looks like it is gonna be, well, he's at 12 supply. And yeah, gonna be a 12 gate. He does scout after the pylon is going to come in here, see the barracks, and there's nothing really that tells him, oh wait, he's going to start attacking this one SCV. The SCV goes in that orange and is going to be getting away. Goes to build the barracks again, decides, wait, I should not be building this, and he goes back to mining. We have an SCV chasing this one probe here. The probe is going in through the middle patches, and he sees that one SCV that is in the orange, and oh, he walks right past it and goes back and gets the hit. This SCV is at 15 HP left. The probe is going to make his way around. Is he going to go in again? No, he is not. He is trying to charge up his shields or wait for them to start charging. He makes that turn. The SCV does get a hit on that one probe, so the shields won't be recharging. Is he going to go in this time? He is going back. The SCV goes back to mine minerals, and there we go. The probe goes around. The SCV does get repaired. Another SCV goes to attack that probe. This one SCV is left at 11, so it's still going to take 3 hits from the probe to kill it. And of course, meanwhile, we do have Killer getting a gas, getting a gateway, getting inside an escort. That stuff is boring. We want to see the action, and as soon as I go back to it, well, the probe decides to leave. He is going to be parking himself at this one ramp, and oh my god, he's going to see this command center. That is a good probe, and looks like the SCV does see the probe there, so he knows his command center did get scouted. And from Killer's perspective, well, he can do two things. He can go for a 1-gate expand, or he can go like Blink Stalker play and try to end this game early. He could also do a 7-gate, but I believe Blink Stalker is the way to go against gasless expand builds that you do see. A Terran player doesn't have any gas. The reason why Blink Stalker is so good is because Marines and bunkers deal well with Stalkers. Marines outside of bunkers do not. So the blink really does help abuse the fact that, well, the bunkers do nothing. They just blink up here, go in, deal damage, and if all the Marines do happen to come up here, well, a sentry walks his way in, force fields the ramp, the stalkers blink down, and boom, you got more harassment that just keeps on going. It's the gift that keeps on giving. But, doesn't look like he's going to do that, as a probe is waiting right here to build this Nexus. He's at 450 and decides, okay, 450 I can start that, not directly at 400, but that is not a big deal at all. We have a Stalker just patrolling around, does see nothing at those two bases, is going to come here, and is he going to scout this SCV? No, they do miss paths. The Stalker and SCV do not get a chance to see each other, but hey, the Stalker may be going in to put a little bit of pressure on. However, with that one bunker here, he's not going to be able to do that much. Another gateway is being built. We have a gas also coming out from Killer. And looks like he is going to go on 3 gates. The SCV sees, okay, you are not at the northern position. He is going to go towards that southern position. And then he will see the multiple gateways and know exactly what is up. And there we go. 2 more gateways have been spotted. The SCV has done his job, but will he be able to get out? There is a Stalker that comes up here, pokes at that bunker, decides, okay, it's not worth it, and just goes back home. He may chase this SCV. No, the sentries are going to get it. It's at 3 HP, and there it goes. Now the Robo facility is coming out for Killer. So he's going for a 3-gate Robo. The Stalker is returning home. What do we have over for a Terran player? Of course, I don't know who this guy is, so I call him a Terran player. Yeah. He's like Polt Prime. He gets no credit. And, going back to this word count, 27 SCVs, 231 probes This one probe is going to be checking both these watchtowers. Oh no, one stalker is going to go in the southern one probe goes on the northern one, and here we go. We have a Terran player moving out. The stalker goes, do not want, goes back home. We have 2 sentries out. The sentry has 85 energy, 108 energy, so they're going to be able to get 2 force fields off. This one will be able to get to 100 energy before that second force field goes away. And wait, 2 more sentries coming in. So he can force field this ramp a total of 3 times, and that is very important to know because that means, hey, the Terran player can't do that much. The SCV is going to come up this ramp and see those sentries, probably see the energy, baits a force field out, but doesn't want to go up there just because going up would be suicide. That army would get split in half, and by the time the other half can join it, well, 2 more production cycles would have happened, and that is a lot of stalkers. So everything is going to be returning home for a Terran player. Going back in this econ, 36 SCVs, 243 probes, but you got to keep in mind there are 2 mules out. And oh my god, that is a very fast Robo Bay, and we have a starport coming up, a reactor on this factory, so those will most likely swap. But he does not see either of these buildings, so he's not going to get Vikings. He is going to be getting medevacs because he is a good player and will not just blindly build Vikings. And the observer comes out. He is going to be seeing this one starport. The factory is going to lift up. The starport's going to be taking its place. And here come the medevacs very shortly. Meanwhile, we just have a Protoss player, Mac, going up. He is getting Thermal Lance, and his first Colossus out. 2 forges have finished, so he will be going for 1-1 upgrades, and also building 3 more gateways. The factory is going out. It looks like this is just going to be to get some type of scouting information. And another observer is flying overhead, or is that the same one? Going to this count, there's only 1 observer out. Maybe it got taken out, or maybe it returned back home. We don't know how long this observer has been out for, but the key thing is he is going to come back in and see what a Terran player is up to. SCV is coming up here. He will be taking his 3rd base very shortly. I can only assume he's at 550 minerals, 600 minerals. Is he going to be taking this? The observer is going near the top, and he will most likely scout this soon as the command center goes down. If he goes, wait, doesn't see that SCV. And oh my god, the SCV delaying the command center may have just saved this from getting scouted immediately, as if this command center was already put down, the observer would have seen it. Talk about getting lucky. And oh, we have a drop coming out in the back here. Gonna be taking out a few probes. It looks like about 6 have gone down, maybe some more, a lot more just go down there, and the medevacs do get out. He loses about 8 Marines in that one drop. 10 workers have been killed, and that does hurt. Killer, now 47 probes, 253 SCVs. Cannon is being built, so those drops won't be as effective again. Will he get a cannon at his natural as well? I can only assume so since he got one at his main. And keep in mind, he does not know about that 3rd base just yet. The observer is just moving around. Keep in mind, whenever this thing moves, it is in danger of being spotted, as it's a lot easier to see when it is mobile. It does stop. It has not made its way to that 3rd base just yet. The command center just about finished. That Colossus count is getting high. That one drop that we had a Terran player do did scout the Colossus, so he has started building Vikings. Has 2 Vikings out, 2 more in production. Charge being researched, plus 1-1. Looks like it is just finished. He is going for 2-2, while a Terran player is still going for just 1-1. The command center now just finishing. He's going to be getting an orbital command. There's no 3rd base yet from a Protoss player. There goes that cannon in that natural. We have the observer just chilling out here. He's going to see some Vikings, so he knows, okay, you have Vikings coming up. And that orbital command is just about finished. And oh man, the 3rd base not even started yet for a Protoss player. He is starting to move guys up there. The probe is building a chain of pylons, and now he is going to be expanding. But you know what? A Terran player is very happy. By the time this expansion starts, his orbital command has finished. So he's on 3 bases to 2 bases. And it looks like both these players are still just playing very passive. A bunch of stalkers here waiting for a drop that just isn't coming. He is clearly boosting his upgrades out, so it's 2-2. About halfway done, that 1-1 now just finishing. 4 Vikings coming out, so he has 2 reactor starports, or he has 1 reactor starport and 2 starports, but most likely, yeah, 2 reactor starports building those Vikings. The observer is going to come, and this will be the first time he sees this 3rd base, but he can just click on the mineral patches, and he doesn't get close enough, so he can't But you can click in the middle patches and kind of get an idea how long this base has been up for. And I recommend any player doing that. The observer is still just going around, sees the enemy, the missile turret comes up, and I think the observer saw that, so he's going to be going way around that, yeah, avoiding this missile turret at all costs. And he has 3 pylons up. He will be taking his 4th base very quickly, I would assume, because he knows he's behind on his 3rd base, as his his Nexus is not quite finished yet. So I'm assuming he'll go for a fast 4th, saying, okay, well, I was behind on the 3rd, I'll beat you on the 4th, but he is not yet. Building some probes, does put a kin here to help defend against drops. And we have a TSL.Killer moving out, 4 Colossus, bunch of charge lots, no real anti-air, but, well, I guess that is going to make a big difference because there's Vikings. We'll just pick off the Colossus and get away. All the Stalkers still just down here, chilling out at the main. And oh wait, there was a drop here right now. Doesn't look like many probes have gone down. 4 workers did. My bad, I completely missed that drop. But only 4 probes went down because 10 died in this previous drop. So, a Terran player knows that the 3rd base is up, as he did just drop it. And now the main's going to unload right here, then stim or get healed and go back for another drop. He may stim and run here to see if there's anything. And he's not going to stim. He's just going in, checking, doesn't see any workers, and now he is going to go back to his medevac. We do have a bunch of TSL.Killer's units sitting right here. This medevac is going to want to do another drop, but cannons at the main and natural. Does this medevac know that? Knows one's at the natural, does not know the one at the main. And, looks like a probe is going to be going up here. I'm not sure what changed this probe's mind. Let's look at the saturation real quick. Oversaturated. And just a little bit oversaturated. The worker count does show 75 probes to 77 SCVs. The observer does see the 4th base going up, so he builds his 4th base. He is just slightly behind on his 4th. His 3rd base is about a minute or 2 behind. Not the biggest deal. Going over the spending tab, you can see it is very even still. We have Storm being researched, Ghost being built. He has Ghost out, but Mobius Reactor hasn't finished. Those Ghosts have just came out as they're at 65 energy. And it looks like we're about to have a first engagement. The Vikings leading the way so they can go to attack those Colossus. There are 18 Vikings out so they can one-volley Colossus. And they do have +1 weapon upgrade. And here we go, the engagement is going about. And EMPs go off on a lot of those units. Those Vikings are going to be taking care of those Colossus. And meanwhile, the bio is just cutting back. Those Urkons did appear, but after the EMPs went off, so they're still near full shields. At least one is. And I did take out the HUD, but I realized, well, we have one dropship over here, and that's why I put the HUD up immediately, because I want to keep an eye on this dropship, make sure a drop wasn't going on during that combat. As we go into his hotkeys, he actually doesn't have that drop hotkey, so he may forget. Oh no, he's not going to forget about it, as he does go back and takes out, looks like 1 probe, 2 probes, not much. We have Graviton drives just now finishing. Oh no, halfway, not nearly finished. Colossus is coming out. A Warp Prism is behind that. He is going for shield upgrades now. Current boosting both his forges, but one forge is sitting idle. He is moving out and going to take control of these watchtowers. And I can only assume with Storm finishing and then getting Graviton drops, we are going to be seeing some Storm drops. But we have missile turrets being placed around the map, so maybe those Warp Prisms won't be able to get in. However, before they got buffed, if you had the speed upgrade, a Warp Prism could fly over 1 missile turret. After the buff on HP, well, you don't even need that speed upgrade to fly over a missile turret. And with that speed upgrade, missile turrets just don't really take out your shields at all. I hope that made sense. The key thing is, Warp Prisms are pretty good. We have a bunch of SCVs coming up here to join in on the mining. Only 1 gas, doesn't have the 2nd gas just yet. And here we go, the Warp Prism is coming about. And do we have any drops going off? It doesn't look like it. And Warp Prism, 4 High Templars in this. What will he be doing? He flies, sees those missile turrets, immediately turns around, looking for a way in. He just cannot find it. Gets hit by that missile turret. And going to this worker kill count, he has killed 3 SCVs thus far. Warp Prism trying to find his way in, but no, he doesn't. He may just return back home saying, oh man, you got so many missile turrets, it's not worth it. We have Terran building armor being built, and high-sec auto-checking, because why not? We also have a nuke with 2 Ghost Academies on the way, so it looks like a Terran player may be starting to mass nuke. He's at max supply along with Killer, so why not get nukes? We have a Stargate coming up for Killer. And the Warp Prism looks like he is making his second round, so it looks like he is going to be doing a drop. He knows the Terran player has started moving out, so this is going to be his cue to go in and do a big drop. And here we go, the engagement's happening. During that engagement, we do have a Warp Prism drop, I can only assume. The Ghost gonna try to do that, gets EMPs off on all those sentries, but that Urkon still living, and storms are going off, and pretty big storms, but the second one does whip. The Bioforce runs back into it, and it looks like this is gonna clean up a few more Urkons. And going back here, you can see big storms going off. All those SCVs go down. And meanwhile, the Bioforce is just cutting their zealots. They are in the deep, deep red. This one Colossus is going to come. May scare this force back. That Warp Prism looks like it is going in to attack the 4th base. And let's go back to it quickly. And yes, he has 7 kills on that. And, well, he was at 3 SCV kills, I think, before these drops. And now he is at 30. So 27 SCVs died in those storm drops. 2 full mineral lines. That is extremely, extremely good. Zealots morphing in, gonna be attacking these SCVs. And Marauders and Marines go to greet them. Those Zealots will be taken out, but hey, they've killed even more workers. We have a big drop coming here for a Terran player. 4 medevacs, about 3.5 full. And this Nexus is gonna be going down. He just has to stem up and click on it. And you can see this one Marine is going out to scout where that force is. Sees, okay, it's coming in. I gotta go out immediately. And he is going to get away scot-free. Of course, that one scouting did die. And here we go. He is going to attack this one next. Takes out the cannon. Now going to start attacking this. Zealot's morphed in. Will he be able to get this? It's going to be close. And oh, it does not look like it. Nexus goes very low on life. Down to 300 HP. Out of the 2,000. So 1,700 points of damage were dealt. This Warp Prism is still being very, very active. 38 SCVs have been killed, so it doesn't look like he's got enough time to do another drop. And that one Marine gets taken out on that watchtower. We do have plenty of units from a Terran player just stimming up. Tries to take out that one Observer. He does get it, and that will allow his Ghost to cloak and get some EMPs or snipes off. And it doesn't look like too much. The Warp Prism trying to find his way in, but a Viking does spot it. The Warp Prism is going to be running away. At the same time, there's a big drop going back here with 3 full medevacs. This Nexus could go down. That Templar instantly dies as soon as it finished warping in. That is a bad day to be a Templar. And all that force does get cleaned up. Where is that Warp Prism? I have no idea where it went. Looks like it got taken out. And, that drop does get cleaned up. The Templars are coming. The medevacs do get away, though. We have this 4th base coming up and a nuke. Looks like it is down at this one base. Will this nuke be able to take out this Nexus? It is actually not. The Nexus already has above 500 HP, and the nuke does 500 points of damage. But he has 3 nukes in and immediately starts another nuke, even though he could just walk in and shoot this thing twice to take it out. At the same time, he is trying to do a drop up here. There's nothing Killer can do to save this Nexus. And looks like it will be going down. This Ghost is at 7 kills, now at 16, has killed plenty of probes, and shoots another nuke. And the energy is running low on this. All the forces do retreat. Like, oh man, there's a nuke going off. At the same time, we have a few units going to be dropping yet again. That's just 2 Marauders. Medevac may go down to that. No, the cannon's going to start going on those Marauders. Stalkers do come clean up that, and the Marauder looks like he will get this cannon. And this base going back up. This base got taken out. A 10 player is just doing such a good job at harassing right now. A dropship with 1 Ghost is coming. It looks like he will be nuking this base from the low ground. Meanwhile, a bunch of Templars are coming in. Do those guys paths cross? No, it does not look like it. Templar drop is going to come over here. There's not many SCVs mining at either of these bases just because of all the storms that have happened. How many SCVs are out? 52. See, the nuke is going over here. This ghost can be spotted. Meanwhile, this wood prism is hiding out in the corner. Zealot is being morphed to deal with this one ghost, and looks like the nuke may land, and there's another nuke going off. I don't know where it is. No idea, but here we go. The wood prism is dropping. Lots of SCVs are gonna be going down. 0, 6, 0. I can't click on them all. One was underneath that wood prism. But the key thing is to know 51 SCVs have now died. And the fifth base is a PF. And oh my god, coming up here, storming a bunch of those mules. And those mules do not count as workers killed, so that's something to keep in mind. 2 Archons being morphed so they can hopefully finish off the job. But we have the Bioforce coming back to deal with it. A few guys stimming up to start getting hits off. They don't want these Archons to kill any SCVs. One SCV does finish. Another nuke is going off. I have no clue where. Oh, here it is. And will the probes get away? It's getting close. It's getting close. The ghost at 25 kills, and oh, just in the nick of time, he gets his probes out of there. One probe does go down. That ghost now at 26 kills. The definition of a nerd baller as he does go away. He will be remembered. 2 nukes still in production. Well, still out. They're not in production as they have finished. Templars are being morphed here as he probably knows this one medevac is out, and 1 feedback will kill it. No units are inside of it, and will it? Oh my god! And no, it doesn't get by. All the stalkers blunk as that feedback went off. That medevac had no chance in hell. And it looks like a Templar is taking control of both of these watchtowers. Has one guy there, and no, doesn't have this watchtower held, but he's in the middle of the map. Nothing can really sneak past him. I guess maybe a DT could. And the SCV is going out for the graves, but I haven't seen the command centers, like, stock up. So all these SCVs are just going to fall down, and I don't see orbital commands. So he's only got, what, 4 mules worth? So I don't know if this is when you sacrifice your SCVs. Sure, he's at 200 supplies. Sure, he has a big bank. But he doesn't have many mules. Generally, when I see players do that, like Major, he has built another 6 or 7 orbital commands just on queue, so he can just mule anywhere. Bases get sniped, he can just lift off a command center, land it, and instantly mule and be back up on a lot of minerals. And here we go, the engagement's going to happen. That one Marine is going to get left behind. Oh, that sucks to be that Marine. All the units are pulling back from a 10 player. And oh, that Zealot was attacking over there. We have this one Viking on patrol, and I'm trying to keep my eye out because this warp prism does keep flying around. 84 SCVs have died, but keep in mind a lot of them did just get sacrificed, so it wasn't due to the drop. It was due to those SCVs just walking to their death. And oh my god, the warp prism is gonna make it. This is like playing Frogger with the cuz where you can't see. That scouting factory finally gonna be going down, but the warp prism sneaks past that patrolling Viking without being seen. But he's only going to really be able to kill, I guess he can kill the gas SCVs or mules. And killing the mules would be a big thing just because he doesn't have mules really stocked up. Another nuke is going off, and it looks like it's going to be at this one base. The probes immediately go away. And it looks like Killer, he's getting kind of used to these nukes. This one ghost, 0 kills, going to be at 2 kills. It looks like, yeah, there go 2 probes. And he is just going to be hiding out in the corner. Meanwhile, Templars are being dropped and SCVs are being transferred. Oh no! SCVs going down, and that absolutely sucks. The orbital command just lifts up. He's like, okay, this base sucks. Let's just go over down here. And I'm not sure if he stormed this. He probably did storm this and then moved up here and stormed that. Scan going off, seeing all of those Colossus. And he doesn't have, well, he has plenty of Vikings, actually. 12 Vikings are more than enough. He is going for +3 weapon upgrade on those Vikings. The Colossus are at 3-2. Very good. Or 3-2-3, I should say. So plus upgrades, near max and everything. Bio is, of course, at 3-3. Ghost coming in, sniping a few of those Templar. Templar is coming in one at a time, and, oh, misses the EMP on that. Storms are going down. A lot of that Bioforce is getting taken out. The Storms are also on those Vikings, thinning out those numbers pretty quick. More storms go off. You can hear all the ghosts dying. And it looks like Tan player is actually coming out a little bit ahead of this. Another storm is going off. And maybe not. The reinforcements are coming. A lot of units are being whooped in. Keep in mind, both these players have a large bank. A Tan player only has 500 gas, though. And that is due to him not really having many SCVs. He has 4 SCVs out right now. You can see his middle income was high. His gas is almost non-existent. These zealots are going to go down. Medevacs can out-heal their damage. Vikings do land to add to the DPS to kill off those zealots. And our Tan player is in a lot of trouble right now. He is going to come in here and try to pick off some production facilities. And a lot of Colossus are queued up. And, oh, cancel the queue just before that Robo facility goes down. Zealots are coming. The Medevacs do pick up. And it looks like he is just going to go to the other side, pick off one of those Colossus. Yes, he does get it. Is he going to get this Robo facility? No, he is just going to get on out of there. Meanwhile, a lot of Marauders are going to come in here to snipe this one base. He still has 2 nukes in store. But he doesn't have any Ghost out on the field just yet. Building lots of Marauders, lots of Marines. And these drops just trying to snipe all the Nexus because he's not really mining because he doesn't have SCVs. And his opponent, well, his opponent's mining because, well, he has 1 base that has decent saturation. The dropship looks like it wants to come back. It does not have any units, so it's a shame to be that dropship. There are templates here that can just feedback them, but I don't think the dropships will give them the chance. Of course, no units in them, so not the biggest deal. Drop going down here, it does get stopped pretty easily. And oh man, that dropship with units in does go down. This one zealot at 5 kills. He's just hanging out in this base, waiting for the command center to come back, getting SCV kills, and every SCV does count at this point. Mothership is on the way. And that mothership will be very good. It will force scans, and well, a Terran player can't afford to give up any mules to use the scans to hit the units underneath the mothership. So it's looking like it's going to be in Killer's favor just because go back to this income. You can see Killer's mining pretty good. Well, a Terran player, well, he's not mining much at all. He's still got a scary army. It's probably larger. Yes, it is larger than a Protoss. Even though he's behind by about 18 supply, well, he doesn't have workers, so all his supply is his army pretty much. Gonna throw a scan, see a Templar, is gonna decide, okay, let's do a drop. And if he takes out this Nexus, it'll be so good, because that will be the main mining base of TSL.Killer. But one Zealot is right here, gonna see these dropships. He'll be whooping, oh, he has Templars, so he can easily feed back those dropships. I don't see that one Nexus going down. Everything's going in these dropships, and we're going to see the dropships are going to see those Templars immediately turn around. They do not want to get feedback. Scans going off, trying to find out where the army is. Going to stim up a few Marauders, take care of this one pylon. Doesn't unpower any of those cannons, and ooh, that storm does whiff. These dropships have not moved just yet. Let's go back to this army tab. You can see it is now a, I guess, 15 differential. Killer is catching up just because, again, his econ is so much better. Drop is going to be coming, going to take out this Nexus. Meanwhile, a bunch of units down here try to get a complete surround, but the mothership is now out. He'll have to use scans and immediately picks up and says, oh man, that sucks. I can't really deal with that mothership. Are you kidding me? And he's going to have to get Ghost out now to deal with the mothership. He needs to EMP the mothership twice to stop it from doing any type of vortexing, because a vortex right now would be really bad. Toilets work against Terran too. It's not just Zerg. But I guess if the Terran's quick, he could EMP everything out of that vortex and get some huge EMPs off. So, but I mean, I guess Urkons beat EMPs because not only do they do some damage, but they also kill units. And we have Killer just waiting right here. Pretty big Bioforce out, and I'm surprised he's been able to muster up this much of a force so quickly, but Killer has almost remaxed. You can look at the army supply. He has now taken the lead. One Ghost is out, 2 more in production, so he is going to be starting to rebuild his Ghost so he can get EMPs off and hopefully stop this mothership before it becomes an issue. Mothership is leading the way, and it's gonna be getting a vortex off. Yes! Big vortex goes off. You can see everything is jumping on in. and even that entire Bioforce, and oh, this is going to be bad. I'm going to pull up the units tab. Look at supply 187, supply 114, supply 120 supply. 200, 118, just keep an eye out there. And everything is just dying. Storms go down. You can see the Tam player already at 30 supply. Oh, that was just brutal. 2 Ghosts coming back. That Vortex just did so much damage, especially with those storms. Ghost going to be cloaking, and it looks like he will be getting 2 nukes off. No observers out for the Protoss player. Will these nukes land? What is Killer doing? Oh my god! Oh, the counter to being toileted is getting nukes off. But the Tam player only at 22 supply. The Protoss was maxed. He's down to 122. Protoss goes, and the Tam player leaves the game. That is a loss that he can be proud of. Getting those massive nukes off. And again, it all came down to that toilet over here. Well, it didn't all come down to it. The Protoss had a larger army, but that toilet did so much damage. And after that, he kind of split Zealots off at other bases. But that was one epic game. Thank you for watching, and let's just watch this again. You ready? Oh, man. Let's go on normal. Should we go on normal? Yeah, we can go on normal speed. The nukes are about to land. We are on normal speed. 196 supply, and 122 supply with that mothership going down. What a beautiful game. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this cast. Leave comments. And yeah, that'll be it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.